What's going on, guys? ¿Cómo están? BugaLuis here. Welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today I wanted to make a quick brief video, about Suarez's injury, because we got this game against Slavia Praha, which in all honesty, like I mentioned in my previous reaction of the Levante defeat, there's not too much I can really comment about. Though there is one particular point that I know you might want my opinion on, and that is Luis Suarez getting injured and who is going to replace him. So we're going to be tackling that question in today's video. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Oh yeah, and one more thing before starting off, I'm sorry about that. This channel is currently sponsored by BugaLuisFC, a place where you can get cheap, reliable, quality footballing kits. I got sent free kits to try on, to feel and compare, and they are very, very good quality. Honestly, if you don't have the money to buy the authentic thing and you want to have some sort of way to represent your club, BugaLuisFC is a very good way to do so. So we got either Ansu Fati or Ousmane Dembele that can take up that position, because I'm thinking that Antoine Griezmann will certainly be pushed into the middle, right? He will certainly be played as a striker. I don't know what happened in the previous game against Levante, that Messi was sort of this false 9, but then Antoine Griezmann was playing in the right wing. But no, I think that Griezmann is going to be the main number 9 in this Champions League game, where we have a great opportunity to already qualify. If we win this game against Slavia Praha and get the 3 points, we're going to be already set for the next knockout stages. However, we don't know yet if we're going to be first or second, so getting these 3 points certainly matter a lot, if we take into account that the other 2 opponents are going to be Dortmund and Inter de Milan. So like I was saying before, it's either Ousmane Dembele or Ansu Fati. Let's go start off with Ousmane Dembele and let's say what he can bring to the table. I think that Ousmane Dembele is a player that in reality needs that sort of time, because it's already been his 3rd season here and he has not managed to consolidate his spot as a starting 11. We know that he has had previously a lot of problems, very childish problems when it comes to diets, not waking up early, and not putting the right work in training to just really be that starting position for Valverde. So this is certainly one of the reasons why we might see him starting over someone like Ansu Fati. In the other case of Ansu Fati, we have a player that is just really starring and shocking everyone in the world of football because how young he is and the ability that he has. The most important thing with Ansu Fati here is that for me, he might be a better player when it comes to adapting to our system, simply because he has already been playing in the kind of school of thought of Barcelona. And I'm not just saying it because he's kind of like a Masia product. I'm literally not saying that at all. I'm saying it because when we see him playing, his decision making is that of a top quality player, and certainly better than someone like Ousmane Dembele. When it comes to an important game like this one, and a series of, important games where we want, of course, to gain the lead status, when we want to cement our place at the top of La Liga, and we want to kind of progress to the knockout stages of the Champions League, we might want someone that we know is going to deliver right in there. But we also must take into account the burnout that can come with someone as young as Ansu Fati. And being that young, certainly a lot of these times you get injuries with these players because they don't recently adapt to that sort of kind of like intense rhythm. So I'm guessing that if you ask me, I'm gonna be going with Ousmane Dembele because it's literally crunch time for him to really get himself back into the squad. And if I'm thinking about the Champions League, if I'm thinking about La Liga and all of that, Ousmane Dembele might be a player that already knows what it means to be playing a top 5 football, even though he hasn't been able to consolidate himself at Barcelona, because he has done so already at Stade Rennais and he has also done that at Borussia Dortmund. So I'm going to be going with Ousmane Dembele, and because of that matter, I'm going to give you my starting 11 for the game against Slavia Praha. I'm going to be going with Marc-André ter Stegen in the goalkeeper position. We're going to be going Nelson Semedo, Clement Lenglet, and Gerard Piqué. I'm going to go in through the left-hand side with Jordi Alba. I'm going to go in the midfield with Sergio Busquets, Frankie de Jong, and Artur. And then up top, we're going to be going with Antoine Griezmann, Lionel Messi, and Ousmane Dembele. Because I don't have really the time to go full in-depth in a preview for this game against Slavia Praha, I'm just going to give you a quick thoughts about what I think we should do. Literally, Barcelona here have a great opportunity to come back from that game against Levante and play like we know, because we're playing at home, a place where we haven't lost in the Champions League since Bayern Munich in 2015. In this game, it's all about seeing and measuring the focus that our team can have. How concentrated can they be? Because against Levante, we tried to do the same thing, but we got completely overrun by a team that just were clinical on the counter-attack. Against Slavia Praha, we saw that they can also be very, well, not clinical, but create a lot of chances. Because why? Because we let them do so. I don't know with what intensity Slavia Praha are going to be playing, and certainly their stadium in Praga was way smaller than the Camp Nou is, so I don't know how would they be able to translate that, of course, when it comes to pressuring Barcelona really on top. But if teams like Getafe, if teams like, I don't know, like Eibar can do that to Barcelona, and well, of course, Levante, I wouldn't pass it past Slavia Praha, because they're a Champions League team, and there's a reason why they're here, and there's a reason why those other teams I just mentioned aren't. So we must be careful, yes, we must be careful, but we must remember who we are. That's very important, and we need to continue the run of form, because all of these times we always get a victory, an amazing victory, like 5-1, like 3-0, and then we forget what it's to do it the same away from home. Barcelona just choke away from home, and it's kind of like a nightmare for Liverpool and Roma that is hunting these players. But right now, this is a moment to forget about that nightmare and just go there and play. So we must get the 3 points in a good fashion, and I'm hoping we can get a good win. I'm talking about like a 3-0 win, a 4-0 win, a 5-2 win, something, guys. Give me something to be proud of, because the other game against Levante, I was far from it. So once again, guys, I want to apologize for not having really the time to go in depth in this game against Slavia Praha. It's also that there isn't too much I can talk about, so I thought that, yeah, I might just well give you this kind of like quick spotlight on the matter. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop us a like and leave us a subscribe. I'm already making a video about why does everyone hate Valverde, kind of like a breather to remind us what exactly is wrong at the club. And well, that's going to be it for today. See you in the next one. Take care. Ciao.